Well, hello once again. Looking around on eBay, I came across a Yaesu FRG-8800 shortwave receiver. These radios were produced from 1985 to 1993, and I think I discovered this radio back around 1992 at a ham radio outlet store here on the East Coast, and I've been wanting one of these ever since. After 33 years, now in the year 2025, I got myself one of these. It was on eBay. The seller indicated that the radio just seems to blink, like the frequency display blinks and there's no receive audio. And over the years I have heard this issue with these radios, and I believe it could be many things, but I believe it just to be a small adjustment or a voltage controlled oscillator that's inside the radio. So anyway, at the very last few seconds I threw a bid in, and well, then I got it for $150. These radios always seem to go for a price of somewhere around $375 and $400, but at $150, I'll take a chance. Now, these are the eBay pictures of what it looked like. As usual, I'm looking for signs of damage and missing parts, but everything looked pretty good. So I went ahead and put a bid, and I got it. And here's how the box looked when I received it. And here it is as I'm getting unboxed. Got some still pictures here. So I'm very anxious to see. Chances are it's not going to work. It's probably going to just turn on and blink. The frequency display is just going to blink, and that's it. I'm going to turn this thing on here in a moment, and let's see if we can verify the problem. I'm very anxious to get the top off this radio and put a voltmeter on that one VCO and do a little adjustment per service manual and see what happens. See if I get the PLL to go back into a lock condition and be able to start tuning around. Alrighty, well, let's see if this thing's going to turn on or what it's going to do. I might preset some of the controls here first. I'll turn the volume down. Looks like it's way up. And we'll just see what happens here. Blinking display. And this very well may just mean the PLL is unlocked. I'm hoping I can just go in here and make a small adjustment and get the radio back working. So I'll start pulling the top off here and see what happens. See how far I get with it. Okay, I made one little adjustment in here, just a little bit counterclockwise on one of the VCOs. I'm hearing static now. Let's get an antenna on here and see if I can hear anything. A little bit more volume too, and there's an attenuator here, and turn that off. I shouldn't even be on. Oh yeah, look at that. Let me turn the attenuator down here. Oh, like the sound of that. After 30 some years, I finally got my hands on one of these radios. Oh, drops out here though. Go below 10 megahertz, dropping out. Okay, so it looks like I am hearing some background noise on 10 megahertz. I'll tune around, maybe do some 20 meter, 40 meter, and maybe on down to the AM broadcast band, and also up around 10 meters. I want to make sure across the entire frequency coverage that I am able to hear things and that having a problem. So we'll see. Maintain lock without unlocking and see what happens here. The adjustment point that I adjusted is the transformer number 2007, and my voltmeter was on test point 2003. The procedure is set the radio to 10 megahertz and adjust that transformer 2007 to 5 volts, and that's exactly what I did. You can see by the meter right here.
Whiskey Bravo 6 Japan, Japan, Japan. Thank you, John, California. Thank you for Oregon, Bill. Good luck at QRZ. Here's the Norway radio. All right, Bill, got Kentucky, Kilo Romeo, November Romeo 7 Kilo. I'm John, California. QRZ? Thank you very much. QRZ, Norway 6, Japan Whiskey. All right, something whiskey. Is there a whiskey 3 in the mix?
NX5T breaks in with that. He has it at about 64 feet or something. It works great. Has 2 full-size, all full-size elements too, except 40. It's got the loading coils in the center, just like mine do. But all the other elements are full-size, and he loves it. It's $3,000 antenna, like $3,200 antenna now. But it works great. So yeah, but 4 squares is a lot of fun. 4 squares work great. And well, congratulations. That'll be a lot of. Have you got? I mean, evidently you have enough real estate for a 4 square, no?
Question from Jack, KF2GV.
Okay, sounds good, Wayne. It's Whiskey at Kilo 3, Juliet Tango Alpha, joined the Army. And, your signal...
I think it's important to talk about this every now and then because this might be the one thing. You may have a financial advisor, you may be happy, everything's going along good, but you don't have anything going on in your life with taxes, and you don't have an estate plan. So let's talk about some of the things that you do for people at Golden Reserve.
Absolutely. So we are biased. A lot of us are attorneys by nature, and estate planning attorneys, so we understand the importance, and here's why I think there's a disconnect between the financial industry.
Okay, I've run this radio for a number of hours, and the next day as well. It looks like everything's working just fine. I'm pretty happy with it here. It's nice to finally have one of these after something like 33 years of trying to get one of these radios. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Not bad. A lot of times looking at these radios, I see them come up for sale and they're in horrible condition. They got moisture damage on them and that sort of thing. The buttons tend to have corrosion on them, which this radio might have just a little bit on there. Not sure until I try to clean those buttons, see how they look. But anyway, a little bit of dust on the inside. The top cover has some holes in the top there, so some dust got in there. Clean that out. I may take the bottom off as well. I like to check the power supply voltage to make sure it's alright. And I may do a full frequency alignment per service manual just to be sure. Not bad for a $150 radio. Got it online, got it working with just one small adjustment. I'll turn that adjustment a little bit to the left on that transformer labeled T2007. At least so far it's been an easy repair. And this tends to happen as these radios age. They seem to require a little bit of an adjustment there, at least based on my research. Get this radio cleaned up, and no doubt in the future you'll see this radio in another video with it all put back together and up and running, I hope. Alright, until next time.